we've both read the book.
Yeah,
Right.
it's really fresh in my mind because I didn't long ago read it. So that for me, it's perfect that the movie's coming out now. And this is a complete and utter nightmare for us to interview about this because, of course, you can't really talk about the story without giving away the story, and we do not want to do that.
No, you can't. You can't. And I think the trailer's very good because it actually doesn't feel like you're giving anything away. Funny, because I spoke to a journalist the other day, and he's like, well, it gives everything away, because obviously it must be that person. I went, well, the trailer's done the perfect job because you've got it completely wrong.
Wait and see.
It definitely doesn't.
Yeah.
But big changes. Obviously, with a book that successful, #1, I think, for a record amount of time, the pressure is huge. So you've got to, and you have people who watch movies and say, oh, it's not as good as the book.
Yeah.
So you have a huge pressure to do that.
Yeah. Well, I've been in this position a few times before on rather large, famous books, and at some point you have to sort of detach and think, OK, well, yeah, there's a huge loyal fan base for this book, 11 million books sold around the world, and everybody has a love for it, and it's a really gripping story. But, you know, this is a film. We worked off a screenplay which is very loyal to the book. So I think I would be quite pleased with it.
Well, last night was a big test because, obviously, it was the premiere.
Yes,
so the first time you sit in a cinema full of people watching the movie, most of them probably had read the book already.
I'm
so
sure.
what was the reaction in there?
You could hear a pin drop. And I've been to quite a few big premieres in that building, and it's a huge cinema, like 3,000 people or something. And no one moved on the floor. There was no one. It was silent.
Wow.
And it is one of those films. It's not a comfortable film to watch. It doesn't make you laugh too much. It's a gripping psychological thriller. And it's just the tension and the drama and the music.
That's what I was going to say. With a great score.
Blew my mind. I realised last night that the music to a thriller is so important, and it was great. It was really great, and everybody seemed to really enjoy it.
It's, as you said, it's very faithful to the book,
Yep.
except for one big thing, which is it's not set in England, in London. It's in New York.
It's in New York, yeah.
When did she tell you that she told you she was pregnant?
So, just after that moment, there's a little bit of a kerfuffle, and quite a strong movement of two people around the room. And just before we did the first take, Emily just leans in and just whispers in my ear, I'm 4 months pregnant. I was like, sorry, say that again? What? You're what? You're 4 months pregnant? Yeah. So she told me at that moment, just before
Oh, my gosh.
I think I was one of the first people to find out. No, but she sort of had to tell me. We were just about to throw each other around the room, but yeah.
I bet that changes things.
Cheers, Em. Thanks for that. Like, yeah, no, but she's a pro, so it didn't matter at all. And yeah, it was.
And it looks fabulous.
I can't wait.
It's an incredible cast.
It's a fantastic role. I mean, what's nice as well, you know, it's led by 3 very strong female narrative roles, you know.
Yeah.
And Rebecca Ferguson, Emily Blunt, and Hayley Bennett, they do a brilliant job, all supported by us minions in the background.
Ah, not at all. The other film I wanted to talk to you about, which I'm very excited about, is Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
And you are Gaston.
I am, yeah. Gaston, exactly.
That's not from the movie. I mean, how brilliant, because actually your career began in the West End, singing, and you sort of moved away from that to go down the movie route, but this is bringing those two things together.
It really is, yeah, and it's going to be a wonderful moment, you know, to actually merge those two things together, to actually sing. We're all good at something. We're all really good at one thing, right? And mine is singing. I know that I can sing, and I love singing, and so when I got to sing on screen, it was just like, oh, finally I don't have to think about anything. I can just open my mouth and just do it. And
oh, how brilliant.
So
what a great part.
Oh, it's great. It's brilliant, and he's funny, and he's annoying, and he's ridiculous, and has some of the most ridiculous lines in the film. But I think anybody who loved the original is going to be blown away by this.
For more of the same, just click here, and don't forget you can subscribe for even more of these amazing videos exclusive to our channel. There's various kind of tones of the Cornish accent depending where you go in the county.
Yeah.
How much training did you have, or did it come naturally?
Well, I worked very hard with a fabulous voice coach for weeks before filming, because it was so important to me that we got it right. You know, Cornwall is at the heart of this story, and so many Cornish fans absolutely love it. So we really had to nail that and get that right.